Welcome back to Petty with a Point. I'm your host, and today we're diving into why women should never settle for less. I'm joined by an amazing guest. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited because this is a conversation that every woman needs to hear.
Let's start with the basics. When people hear the phrase "don't settle," they usually think about relationships, but I think it's much bigger than that. What does settling mean to you?
Absolutely. Settling isn't dating. It's accepting less than what aligns with your values, your dreams, or your potential. It could be staying in a job or accepting friendships.
I love that perspective. Sometimes we mistake comfort for happiness, and
Exactly. Comfort isn't always peace. Sometimes it's just fear wearing a comfortable outfit.
why do you think so many women end up settling?
There are several reasons. Some women were taught that their worth comes from being chosen rather than choosing. Others fear loneliness, financial uncertainty, or that's such a powerful point. Society often celebrates women for sacrificing themselves, but rarely celebrates them for choosing themselves.
Exactly. And when you constantly put yourself last, you begin believing that's where you belong. What are some signs that someone might actually be settling without realizing it?
Yes, love should inspire growth, not require endless waiting. One sign is constantly making excuses for someone else's behavior. Another is feeling emotionally exhausted instead of emotionally supported.
And I'd add this, if you're always hoping someone will change instead of accepting who they are today, you may already be settling. Let's talk about self-worth, because I think that's where everything begins.
It really does. When you know your worth, your standards stop looking like arrogance and start looking like self-respect.
I love that.
Women should understand that standards aren't walls to keep people out. They're filters that help the right people come in.
That's worth writing down. Why is walking away so difficult?
Because walking away means letting go of familiarity. Even unhealthy situations can feel safe simply because they're familiar.
And sometimes we stay because we've invested so much time.
Exactly. But time invested shouldn't force you to waste more time.
Right.
Sometimes the bravest decision is leaving what no longer serves you.
If you could speak directly to every young woman listening today, what would you tell her?
I'd tell her this. Never confuse attention with love, and never confuse loneliness with a reason to lower your standards. Build yourself first.
That's beautiful. I always say that when you know your value, you stop negotiating your peace. This has been such an inspiring conversation. Before we wrap up, what's one sentence you hope every woman remembers after today's episode?
Never settle for what merely accepts you, when you were created to be genuinely appreciated, respected, and loved.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for joining us on Petty with a Point. If this conversation spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with another woman who needs the reminder that she is worthy of more. Until next time, protect your peace, know your worth, and remember, sometimes being called petty just means you finally started setting healthy boundaries. See you next time.